In this video, I'm going to share with you some of my favorite time-saving tips when it comes to social media for real estate agents. Hey everybody, Katie Lance here, founder and CEO of Katie Lance Consulting, the Get Social Smart Academy, and author of the book, Get Social Smart. It's episode 218 of the Get Social Smart show, and today I'm talking about one of my favorite topics, and that's how to save time with social media. You guys, I'm a huge believer that when it comes to social media, you don't need to be spending all day on Facebook or Instagram or any social media platform. Heck, I'm in the business of social media, and I'm not spending all day on social media. So how can we be most effective to use social media without spending a whole lot of time, but use it in a way that's going to help to attract the business that you want to work with versus chasing leads? Okay, I've got 3 big tips I'm going to share with you today. Tip number 1, batch create your content. You guys, this is a game changer, and I know if you've been following me for any period of time, you've probably heard me talk about this. What the heck is batch creating? Well, here's the deal. If I'm going to do my hair and makeup and sit down and record one video, I might as well record 4 or 5. As I'm saying this, that's what we're doing right now. We're batch recording videos. And so I just cannot emphasize how valuable that is. It's just like when you're doing anything else. You know, if you're going to go door knocking, you're not just going to knock on one door. You're going to probably hit a whole neighborhood, right? If you're going to sit down and make phone calls and prospect, you're not just going to make one call. You're going to sit down for 20 or 30 minutes, maybe even longer, right? So it's the same thing with content. Now you can do this with video content. You can also do this with graphics. We do this with a lot of our graphics, which is one of the reasons I love using Canva. Canva.com is a free resource. There's also a paid version, but you can create templates in Canva so you can batch create your content. We have a client in our academy who every Thursday loves to post a testimonial. She calls it Testimonial Thursday. So she's not sitting down and creating those each and every week. Once a month, she will go through her testimonials, some of her favorite testimonials, and she's got a template in Canva, and she's able to create a number of different testimonial graphics, 4 or 5, all in one batch versus doing it week after week after week, right? So when we think about content, it might be that you're going to do a Tip Tuesday every Tuesday, maybe every Monday's Monday Market Update, maybe every Thursday's Throwback Thursday, every Friday could be Feature Friday. As we think about your content and getting yourself into a habit, batching can make a huge difference in saving time. And then, by the way, once you batch created that content, you feel so much more free because now you've got that stuff in the can, you're ready to go. And now if you feel inspired and you want to take a selfie or you want to post something in the moment, you're free to do that because you know that you've already got that content established that you've already created. Tip number 2 for time saving is time blocking. So I'm a big believer in time blocking on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, especially if you feel like social media is this thing that you like bolt onto your business. You know, like you bolt it on when you have time. So what I recommend is on a daily basis, I recommend that you set aside about 10 or 15 minutes a day to do a few simple things. I recommend that you take at least 10 or 15 minutes a day to scroll through your feed, respond to notifications, connect with at least a few people. Don't be a drive-by liker. Don't just jump in and like, 5 things and then leave. But take a few minutes to really like, comment, and engage with people. Especially if you feel like when you post something, you're not getting a whole lot of traction. If you post something and you get like 2 likes and one of them's your mom, well, we need to increase your engagement. And one of the ways to do that is how are you engaging with other people? It's as important, if not even more important, than what you're posting. Because social media is social. So set aside at least 10 or 15 minutes a day. I do this every morning as I'm drinking my cup of coffee. Scroll through your feed, leave some meaningful comments and interaction. There might be an opportunity to take the online offline, right? You might see it's someone's birthday and you could be one of the 30 people that writes on their page, happy birthday, HBD, or you could be with the one person that calls them that day, right? So take a few minutes each and every day. That's definitely a small thing that makes a big difference. Time blocking. Time block on a daily basis, also time block on a weekly and monthly basis. I just talked about batch creating content. Set aside an hour or 2 every month where you're going to batch create content for the month ahead. And then on a weekly basis, set aside about 20 or 30 minutes every week where you're going to schedule some of your content. So what I do is I sit down, we batch record content, we take an hour or 2 to do that every month, and then I set aside about 20 or 30 minutes once a week to think ahead, to think about, okay, I've already got this content, now I want to schedule it, right? We don't want to set it and forget it. We don't want to schedule 6 months out, but schedule it will allow you to, be consistent and really have that consistency, which makes a huge difference and ultimately saves you some time. Tip number 3 in time saving is repurpose your content. All right, I'm a big believer in repurposing content. I've said this time and time again. If you're going to create something, there's no reason you can't share that again. There's no reason why you can't repurpose and slice and dice that content. Now, what I don't mean is take a video and then hit a button and just have it go everywhere. We don't want to spray and pray, but I would encourage you to think about how you can repurpose content in a really smart way. For example, if you're doing videos like what we're doing right here, you could have your videos transcribed. You could have your videos turned into blog posts. You could put those videos on YouTube today, Facebook tomorrow, Instagram next week. You could create an Instagram story about it. You could share it over on LinkedIn. Again, it doesn't mean you have to be everywhere, but when we think about content, especially if you're creating pillar content, you guys know I'm a big believer in creating pillar content, which is content you own, content that's in your voice, that has your opinion, that has your personality, content like video content, podcast content, blog content. That type of content is the type of content that you can slice and dice and repurpose and also reshare. You know, if you're creating a piece of content, you're creating a video today about how to get your home ready for the market, you could share that today, and I bet you could share it again in 3 months, 6 months, maybe even 12 months. So thinking about content that's somewhat timeless and evergreen and repurposing when possible. All right, I would love to hear from you. What are your biggest questions and what are your biggest pain points when it comes to social media? I know social media can feel like a big time suck. And if you are someone who's really ready to take your social media to the next level, if you're tired of spinning your wheels, if you're tired of doing all these things and wondering if it's actually really working, I would invite you to check out our academy, our Get Social Smart Academy. It's our 24/7 on-demand training where we also offer weekly live sessions. We've got an amazing community. If you go to katielance.com/academy, you can check it out. We would love for you to be a part of our academy family. Now, if you're watching this video on YouTube, I'd love if you'd hit the subscribe button and the bell button because we have new videos that come out each and every week. Again, let us know what questions you have. Put those in the comments below. And until next time, have a great day. We'll see you soon.